Well, unfortunately, due to Mother Nature, last Monday night affecting the LSRTV network headquarters in Texas, cast what seemed like to be a pretty exciting event at Speedway at the Last Great Coliseum for Round 7. We return back to Monday night coverage, home of the Snowball Derby in Pensacola, Florida. We're at virtual Pensacola tonight as LSRTV and CRN Sports presents coverage of round number 8 of the adrenaline of course, American iRacing League. I had the AIRL on the brain, the Adrenaline Racing League. Hey, we checked them out on Sunday night. Me and Charles were just talking about them. But anyhow, we're here at Five Flag Speedway. Again, round number 8. I'm Wesley Outland, up high in the 5th floor of the Hampton Inn Suites Hotel in Charlotte, North Carolina, after a day of doing TV and voiceovers. And now, and with the announcer / producer is Charles Wooten. Charles, man, hopefully we can get this race in because you got some more bad weather coming to Texas.
Can't catch a break in there. Wesley, are you allowed to say you're high on a broadcast? You said you're high on the 5th floor.
High above on the 5th floor.
Oh, okay.
High up on the 5th floor.
I don't know if we can say that.
Not technically saying that I am high. I'm not high. I do not do drugs. Okay, say no to drugs.
Okay. You sounded pretty coherent for someone who... I don't know if we can say that already.
I am high up on the 5th floor. But anyhow, we're ready to go. Five Flag Speedway. And, man, I'll tell you what, Charles, this is a unique racetrack. 3 big races, Legends, late model stocks, super late models here tonight at the home of the Snowball Derby.
Yeah, and this one, oddly enough, only going to be 40 laps. So usually it's 50, 60, 100. This one's going to be 40, 60, 100. So all even numbers here. I guess technically 50 is an even number too. But regardless of my bad...
You see the reason why, though, Charles. Look at how big...
Yeah, this
Flag Speedway is. I mean, it's a half mile, but this is a big half mile.
Yeah, it looks a lot bigger than it really is. Of course, here on our side, it shows 0.48, so basically half mile. But yeah, it looks massive compared to some half miles. So I definitely see why. I'm almost surprised they're not running about 90 laps here for the big guys. But those guys are going to get around this track fine. You know, I love looking forward to the super late models. Legends, I like the Legends on dirt. I like them on asphalt too. They're so-so. Then we get to the late models. I start liking it a little bit more. And by the time we hear the rumble of those super late models, you know, I just enjoy being here.
I do too, definitely. It's going to be a fun time. Hey, let's take a look at the rates on Texas 411 for tonight. The bottom left of the monitor, there you go. 30-minute practice session, getting ready to wrap up. Qualifying is forthcoming. And then the Legend cars are going to go 40 laps of racing. By the way, race information 411 is presented by Race on Texas. Get yourself that track pass for the weekend of racing in the Arklatex area. Pavement, dirt, doesn't matter. Charles, I checked out some of the Race on Texas coverage on social media this weekend, man. It was pretty lively going on there, and of course it was nice to see you guys get a show in finally Friday night at Monarch.
Yeah, definitely we're glad to get one in. We were off 4 weeks, and well, looks like we might be off again this week due to rain, as that's why we are hoping this race gets in, gets out. Not a whole lot of cautions because they are calling from about 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. We are going to have severe flooding, and I quote our meteorologist Kent Johnson here, good buddy of mine. He says there is going to be widespread damaging winds. So I don't know what that means. I mean, damaging winds, I think a tornado, but they're saying it's not tornadoes, so hopefully everything holds together here, and we don't get too many of those damaging winds here. I really hope we hold out, you know, and we're able to do the Northwest Cup Series. That would be 2 weeks in a row that we were unable to do that, and I'm not going to let that happen. I told Jeff Stab, now, of course, one of the owners of the Northwest Racing Series, I told him, I said, we are going to broadcast until the house blows away. So one way or another, we are getting that broadcast in tonight.
You are dedicated dedicated, and it shows. Definitely. Your dedication to live sim racing and RC cars is phenomenal.
Yes, I will say this. If in the event the roof flies off this house, I am grabbing my dog and I'm grabbing my RC car and we're getting into the bathroom. So,
at least it's the dog in the RC car. Leave Grandma on the bed.
Yeah. She sleeps. She'll be fine. She'll be just
all right,
fine.
well, ladies and gentlemen, here with qualifying about to go here in just a couple of moments for the drivers. And here they go on the speedway right now. We'll see what times get put down. There goes number 44 machine. He will be the first one to set the bar here on the famed Five Flags Speedway. Watching him go into the corner into turn number 1 and 2. Sellers in the orange, 44 to the back straightaway, and qualifying, Charles, underway here at Five Flags Speedway for round 8 of the AIR.
We'll see who comes out on top. I believe it is going to be Sellers for the moment, and it is a 19.083, but that is going to get beaten with a 19.056, but not that far off, 0.027 seconds separating them here in qualifying.
That's right. We're watching them working their way around the racetrack. Right, Jack Brown in the 26 machine. We'll see what type of lap he puts down as we watch these drivers working their way around the racetrack and the legend cars here.
And that one a little bit slower, but look who is in second place right now. He is out for blood here tonight. We know what happened to Kyle Fowler in that last race. Jumped the start and lost the win because of it, or second because of it. I can't remember exactly. Lost positions because I believe it was the win. So he's looking out to, try to get that win this week.
That's right. We're going to watch a live machine from Manassas, Virginia. He calls Old Dominion Raceway home, also Langley Speedway. Down their neck of the woods on Saturday, announcing the Virginia Wealth. And there you see Tyler Payne also finishing up on time. And right now, Charles, he'll go to the top of the board as we watch Kyle Meyer in 88.
Yeah, he is top of the board, 18.927. One of only, about 5, actually 6 18-second times. The second lap looks to be a little bit faster so a mixed bag here when it comes to which lap was the faster one. And he's going to shut it down, so we'll switch over to Eric Jones, who's just coming out onto the track. You look at the big NASCAR tracks, and you have that blue line and the blue cone to where you cannot come onto the track before that blue cone. Usually, but being how we know Five Flags is, a real famous track, really, it does have that.
Well, here's the thing. There's the blend line. That's what we were referring to. The blend line like you see in here at Five Flags Speedway as well. If you make adjustments, you work on your car, you pull back onto the racetrack, you're not allowed to pull back up into the racing groove until you hit that cone. Five Flags Way, it's not in the back straightaway, Charles, but there is a commitment cone where if you do come to the pits, you have to stay below that blend line. You can work your way back up. Eric Jones just finished his Finky in the 31. And again, you really don't have no need to pit unless you are out of the race for these kind of cars in this lap amount.
Yeah, these are, this asphalt is more like your local dirt track or short track asphalt racing. You go out there, it's a 40-lap feature, which... Granted, most features for dirt stuff, a little less than that, but, anywhere from 25 to 40 lap features, you get in there, you get out, you do not need any need to pit. The one thing we don't see on iRacing that these guys would utilize, if it was available, is a hot pit. Obviously, you know what that is. Hopefully, the fans out there don't know. If you don't know what a hot pit is, it's literally a spot. 3 is where ours is, going into turn 3 where you would exit, and you usually have about, a lap or 2 to try to get it fixed under caution. If not, pull it off, and we're going racing.
It is basically a lot used in the world of dirt track racing for late models and sprint cars and modifieds. Basically, if you come down, you have a tire down, you got a fender rub, you don't want to pull into the pit area or in the infield, then that's what they consider the hot pit. We don't have a hot pit here in the world of what you call pavement racing a lot. I mean, normally if your car pulls into the pit area, you go to the pit, you have work done. If you go to the infield, like here at Five Flag Speedway, pretty much in the Snowball Derby, if your car goes to the infield off of pit lane, your race is done. One thing for sure, qualifying is done. It's time for the Team 126 Racing starting lineup for round number 8 of the American iRacing League Legend Cars, presented by CMO Motorsports. As we'll get ready for these drivers to go. Tyler Payne on the pole to the outside. Daniel Folds in 09. Row number 2 will find James Fold in the 109 to the outside. It is going to be Kyle Meyer in 88. Row 3 on the grid will find Kyle Fowler in the 5, along with from Rhinelander, Wisconsin in the number 2. Row number 3, Jake Perkins in 59 to his outside. Dustin Momberg in the number 16. 10, it's going to be David Lenz in 33. Ian Martin in the 98. On back, we'll find the drivers of Jack Brown in 26, followed by Eric Sellers in 44. Row 7. In the grid, Travis Hoffler in the number 20 machine, Cody Moorcroft in the number 80. Row number 8, this is going to be Eric Jones in the 11, Scott Finke in the 31. Row 9 on the grid, we'll find David Trumbull in the 96, followed by Ryan Campbell in the number 17. And on your final row, by himself, Ryan Polins in the number 3. He will start 19th. Be a race director, so he might not be racing. So we have 18 drivers ready to go, Charles.
Yeah, Ryan Campbell, the race director. Jake Perkins, I do not believe he is a race director, but he is not gridded, and there he is. So Ryan Campbell, the lone ranger out here, running this, circus. So this, if this is a circus, does that mean these are his monkeys?
For them.
Yes. Yeah. So the monkeys roll off. I'm kidding. These guys are not monkeys. They're good racers. We just like to refer to them as monkeys. But regardless of that sounds more like a seal. But I don't know.
It's a seal. Never mind. I'll shut up. Here we go.
I'm done.
Oh my goodness.
I think this is payback for me making you lose it when they can't hear me.
Yeah. Him's in trouble tonight, people. Him.
Yeah, him's on the mic, so I don't know if that's a good thing or.
Sorry, she'll get me later tonight at 11 Eastern time when we have the coverage of the Northwest Cup Series, and that's going to be. Oh, we're at Dover.
We're at Dover. I think I told
we're
our. I think I told our camera guy we were at Kansas.
No, it's Dover. We're at Dover, man.
Well, I don't know where we're at. So,
well, now we're at Five Flag Speedway, and the truck drops onto the pit lane. Round number 8 of the American iRacing League. The
green flag is out, and again, only 40 laps, so 10 laps shorter than normal, but it's a little bit bigger track. They are still side by side, and somebody just assaulted the green. That is the commitment cone, of course, to exit pit road, and they are not spreading out at all. They are still side by side for second about.
Like Noah leading the animals to the arc behind the leader, single file he is. Everyone else is 2 by 2 by 2. Meyer jumped up in there, so is Folds, and Payne is scampering away like an alley cat in a dark night down into turn number 2. The modifieds, the CMO Motorsport Five Flag Speedway, and it's still Payne leading.
Well, as much as I like modifieds, Wesley, I think these are legends. But I do like the
legend cars. Yeah, legends. I'm sorry. That's like talking about hot pit. You got to be talking about hot things. It's the legend cars. I'm sorry. Yes.
We will see a modified driver later tonight with Devin West, but and at my side, and look at these 3 red and white cars. You got 3 cars that basically look identical, except the numbers are a little bit different. Thank goodness they're together. They're just in a hornet's nest as they are 3 wide for about 5th place.
Yeah, they certainly are as we watch them working their way back around off of 4 at speed. Look at who is out in front. It is there of Tyler, the 18. From Manassas, Virginia. He holds off everybody at bay, and look at that big gaggle of traffic behind. Brewing, there it goes. Trouble going around, one going up and over, crashing, careening into the wall. Trouble out of turn 4. We knew there was a storm brewing, and there's the tsunami off the corner.
I'll take a quick look at a pulse of poppers as we'll quickly get this set up. And there we go. Now we can take a look at the pulse poppers instant replay. Get you some fishing lures. It is hot outside in the fish are back. Get your pulse poppers.
Yeah, so is your storms.
Yes, the storms are brewing too. We're going to go back a little bit further here and take a look at this one. And, you know, storms ain't the only thing brewing here for, let's say 8 laps or so, as they were side by side, 3 wide. And it did not work out too well for the 33. I believe that's who it was, as well as the 88. And
man, oh man.
Right about there.
Watch the replay right there. It's where it all came unloose. And it's right into that pack, and everyone else got... Yeah,
and
there you go.
Attest,
virtually, and they're going ooh and ah.
Yeah, and I can attest to seeing one of these cars in real life. I've seen them several times. I've seen them on, you know, real life via YouTube, live broadcast, whatever it is. They are very lucky that these are, you know, digital virtual cars, because, you know, these things wreck in real life, and it's not like a NASCAR or, you know, a big car that's sheet metal. A lot of these are just fiberglass, and they utterly get destroyed when they start flipping and rolling.
So we are under the yellow flag here in the opening going of the American iRacing League. We'll step back. We'll be back with more here with the legends in a moment. Ready for the field, back out of turn 4, green flag back in the air. It's Payne ready to bring them into speed into turn number 1. Payne on the jump. And just like the original start, Charles, where we saw Payne pull away, everyone else is now 2 by 2 by 2 as they work their way off of 4.
Yeah, Payne really looking to get a win. This will be his first win since we took the series back at the beginning of the season. So he is looking to win. And, you know, quite frankly, I'm kind of looking forward to talking to Tyler Payne and get his thoughts on the victory, being his first one since we came back here. It'd be good to talk to him. Kyle Fowler, we've already talked to him. It'd be good to talk to him again. And no surprise, Dustin Mombercat sitting in 3rd place. You know, once you get past, you know, Payne, who hasn't really been up front a whole lot, and Fowler, Mombercat, Martin, Ratsliff, Folds, you really start getting into the guys we're talking to all the time. So the front 2 shaking it up here tonight.
That's right. As we watch them working their way off the corner out of turn number 2 to the back straightaway, it is Payne leading the way. Fowler and Mombercat, top 3. Here they come, working off the corner. Another lap in, and man, let's watch this storm brewing again as you have got a gaggle of legend cars all bunched up there off into the corner. Someone better lift. You got to go because you're only running 40 laps tonight instead of 50. And again, this will go by pretty quickly. We're already on close to halfway next.
Yeah, you want to talk about Payne? Let's talk about another Payne. That is Dustin Mombercat. Right now, he is a pain in the side of Parker Retzlaff. As we were watching that battle, Parker Retzlaff is trying everything he can to get by Dustin Mombercat, and it is just not working at all. As that car of Mombercat is just like 3 and 4 wide every time Ratzlaff tries to get by him. He's kind of settled out for the moment. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead possibly heating up between Kyle Fowler and Tyler Payne.
Going to keep an eye on them again as they work their way back around. Start finish. What a battle they're putting on here. So impressed so far with the drive Payne has. Payne holding off Fowler, Mombercat, they're all in that position. They come back across the start-finish line, close it in on halfway, and for the most part, with only 1 yellow flag, Charles, this has been a pretty interesting race so far.
Yeah, it definitely has, and definitely, you compare this to past races, it has been a fairly clean race as well, but you have to contribute a little bit to that, to the fact that the reason we're running 40 laps is because it is a massive half mile. It doesn't even look like a half mile. You would think it would be a little over, but it's actually possibly a little bit under, but it's wide and it's fast, and these guys pretty much have a lot of room to do what they need to do.
That's right. And we are underway, watching these drivers working their way back around the racetrack. A nice battle here, coming up on halfway just a lap ago. It's still Tyler Payne leading. Fowler in second, 19 to go. And Retzlaff now closing in behind Mombert. Martin, your top 5 folds behind them. The question is, Charles, when do you go? Low distance race and normally 50 laps. So when is it time to hit that go button for the legend cars and bring your car to the front to look for that checkered flag first?
I'm going to say somewhere in the 10 to go, maybe 8 to go. And the reason I say that, normally I would say 2 or 3 laps to go if you think you've got the faster car. But with these particular cars, it's very easy to bumper hook someone and get stuck together. So I want to be able to do it more methodically and more cleanly, not to catch their bumper and spin us both out. So I'm going to say here in the next 6 laps, if you've got anything, you need to be moving to the front and getting that car to the lead.
And watching them working their way back around the racetrack off the corner. And we're closing in, as you said, on 15 to go. So is it lap 30 when you got to hit that go button? When is it time?
And the time may be right now, as you see Kyle Fowler trying to take it to the inside of Tyler Payne. And there you'll see it, Kyle Fowler, your new race leader, about 5 laps earlier than I thought he would do it.
New leader. He'll send it off of the corner, down the back straightaway.
I bet you what has made Kyle Fowler so good at these little tiny cars like this, I bet you he has a couple RC cars.
Yes.
Then totally making this up as we go. But Kyle Fowler out front. Tyler Payne, got to be a little bittersweet there. A top 3 still good. He gets to talk to us in the booth, and that's what it's all about, right? But still, he wanted that win. Kyle Fowler, on the other hand, this is going to be great for him because he had the win before, but got a call of jumping the start, lost the position, and ended up second. So he was not happy about that. Good to see he's a true racer, though, Wesley, and he dusted that off, whether he liked the call or not, came back, and now he's leading the race again. So what better way to tell the admins, you know what, I didn't like your call, but I'm going to go back and win the next race.
Didn't really agree with the way how things went down, but I'm going to, how do you say, grin it and smile and go after. And he's doing just that.
I'm sure you've seen it, I've seen it, and I think that's what's fueling Kyle Fowler right now for this lead is when you get a call, whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. You think it's wrong in your eyes, and, that's where I think it separates the true racers from each other. You see some that will throw you a bird and be done with you and they'll never come to your track again. Then you have the ones like Kyle Fowler that go out there and all that does is light a fire under their hindquarters, and they get out there and they prove to you that was not a fluke, and they're going to go out and win the next thing. And probably next race after that.
Yeah, you're exactly right. As we watch these drivers working their way back around. 2 laps are winding down here. And what a job they're putting on.
Yeah, Kyle Fowler may have that fire lit up under his hindquarters under that seat, but look who is coming. He was mired back in about 5th or 6th, and they're going to push all the way down to the track. And right there was a serious block move from the 5, and it's going to cost him 3, maybe 4 spots. Oh, I don't know.
It is go time. It's go time. We're going to see a move here with Retzlaff now out in front. Momberket, and you got to feel so bad for Tyler Payne, Charles. It just seems like it. I know he's in the cusp of the top 5. There's a caution flag. The yellow is out. This changes everything.
And I'm not sure what happened. We're going to find out. But like you said, this changes everything with very few laps to go. 7 laps to go. We're about to see here on the Pulse Poppers replay. Again, the weather's nice, well, for some people. So go grab you some fishing lures and go fishing. And right there, a hard lick to the wall. Gets a little help after that. And around it goes Landon Pimbleton. And that is going to do it. His night is over.
Wow, what a tough break there.
What I do want to point out is it was 7 to go when that happened, 6 to go. Now, this will not put us into overtime. So we will run this out. It looks like it may be a 2 or 3 lap shootout, but it will not be officially into overtime.
That's right. So we could possibly see this. I don't think we're going to go to overtime well, unless we have another caution.
Yeah, we will not go into overtime. The rule here is like right now, if the caution was to come out with 5 to go at any track, we would go into overtime. Anything before that is just regular green-white. So this should it may be a green-white checkered, but I'm thinking, yeah, it will be green-white checkered, but it will not be in OT. So this is just going to be a naturally occurring green-white checkered, which makes it interesting because that could give us a total of 4 attempts at a green-white checkered.
All right.
And I'm trying to think here. Retzlaff, Momberket, Martin, Fowler. You know, if you're Kyle Fowler or Tyler Payne, Wesley, coming into this restart, do you bonsai the start and try to gain every position you can?
Well,
I mean, if I'm Kyle Fowler,
if it's Slav right now, I would be a sitting duck worried. But the question is, I mean, the thing is, before he knows what he's got to do on these restarts, I think it all comes down to the restart. You gotta not spin your tires, obviously, Charles, and you gotta scamper away from these guys.
Yeah, definitely agree. If I'm somebody like Kyle Fowler, I'm just going to say IO Silver away and just send this sucker, put a stamp on it, and send it to the front. But we're about to find out because the lights are off on the pace truck.
The lights are off on the pace truck, and we are ready to bring them back to the green flag and possibly an overtime shootout if we get a... They are staying in position. Pace truck is in. 2-lap shootout. Can you say green-white checker?
Green-white checker.
That's all it's going to be. Green-white check, not in the overtime. We're back underway. Away quickly, Parker Retzlaff, and they are slicing and dicing it as they work their way out of turn 4 to the white.
They are indeed, and right there will be your CRN. 1 to go is Parker Retzlaff out front.
Parker Retzlaff, he'll send it off turn 2. He's about 5 car lengths back behind the rest of the field, who are starting to wiggle and giggle and work their way 3 wide off the corner out of turn number 4. The man that's the cheesehead, Parker Retzlaff, will win the Legends here at 5 Flags. Meanwhile, they're crashing at the start-finish line, flipping, flying through the air. Almost a 10-car pile up or more as they were sending it into turn 1 with calamity.
Yeah, we'll go back and watch this in the Pulse Popper replay. We know who won. We followed Retzlaff to the end, but this is all back here in the back, and this started just in front of him. But I want to keep an eye on that 3 of Ryan Polin's because he definitely went for a ride. You see all the calamity happening in front of him, and watch this. Just bounces and then just rolls it a few more times, lands on its wheels. So a wild ride for Ryan Polin's either, but Retzlaff is tearing it down right now as he should be, getting the win. You got to ask yourself, Wesley, can anybody stop this guy?
That's right. Will anybody be able to stop him because he had been tearing it up? What a job. What a drive for Parker Retzlaff, the CMO Legends winner here tonight to kick things kick to kick things off tonight for the American iRacing League at Speedway. And yeah, he'll park it in Jags Victory Lane. What a win. Let's take a look at the results here at Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola. Parker Retzlaff is your winner here in the American iRacing League Legends Division. Ian Martin second, Dustin Momberkett third, Kyle Fowler will go fourth. Tyler Payne led most of the race. He'll salvage a top 5 out of the deal. Then it's going to be James Folds, Jake Perkins, Daniel Folds, Jack Brown, and Travis Hoffler, your top 10, Charles.
And, of course, rounding up field going to be Scott Finke in 11th, followed by Eric Jones, David Trumley, David Polins, Eric Sellers, Ryan Polins in 16th, Cody Moorcroft 17th, 18th going to be Landon Pembleton after a disappointing race for him. Kyle Meyer back in 19th, and of course Ryan Campbell was race control. He did not start this race here tonight. Wesley, we still have some unfinished business, but of course we got to get over to the next race where we'll talk to these top 3. It's a very fast race. That race only
it was a good one.
36 minutes to run that entire race.
And that's practice, qualifying, and the 40-lap feature coming up. The full fender cars are coming on the racetrack, the late models. But first, a little unfinished business, if you will. We're going to grab a word here with our top 3 finishers. And we'll get them up here in the box in just a moment. Of course, again, Parker Retzlaff, another win. I gotta say, man, it seems like, Charles, week in, week out, at least for the Legends, it seems like it's always Burkett, Ian Martin, Parker Retzlaff.
Yeah, it definitely is those 3 pretty much every week. We'll just have to kind of wait and see if anybody's got anything for them. But again, we'll get ready for the next lobby opening up. When we get back in there, we'll be talking to those top 3 drivers to get their thoughts on it. So give us just a moment. We'll be right back. And when we come back, we're going to be talking to the top 3 from the Legends.
That's right. Parker Retzlaff, the big Legends winner here tonight. We're just getting things kicked off with the American League from Five Flags Speedway. Round 8 on LSRTV and CRN Sports. We are back from Pensacola in just a moment.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom T-shirts, racing. We'll do any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. Personalized. I mean, we do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the, top quality shirts, inks and everything. Hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer the bag and fold to where you can receive them and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customers. So you can just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing. And if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink colors. Everything is hand drawn. I mean, everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. We do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and they're really good. So what we do is on any package that you do, we can mix and match. We can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, tank tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum requirements. They can call us 318-278-7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees@yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
Welcome back, LSRTV, Sierran's Five Flag Speedway in Pensacola. Coverage continues for round number 8 of the American iRacing League. I'm Wesley Outland. Charles Wooten stepping in production for just a... And we'll be back with the late model stock race. First off, the CMO Legends are wrapped up, and we'll talk to our top 3 finishers. Third place, the driver of Ian Martin. Ian, man, you come so close again, but you're on the podium. What's your take of the Legends at Five Flags?
I think you got the wrong person. Dustin finished 3rd, but it was a good race for me all around.
Okay, my apologies. Let's start over then. My bad. The time my score ticker was showing you ahead. Okay, so let's start over then. Dustin Mumber, you finished 3rd, and everything I just asked Ian.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I kind of struggled to get in line at the start, and then once I did, me and Parker kind of both got in line, and I think Ian was there too, and we started to make a march to the front, and a lot of things happened, and I kind of knew those 2 guys were going to burn their stuff up, and it worked out. I thought I had 2nd, but I'm not mad with the 3rd.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, and you're finishing on the podium. We got a couple more weeks left to go in this series. Are you thinking championship? Or are you thinking points? What's going through your mind now, week in, week out?
I'm just here to race. I'm just here to run as good as I can. Just run my race. Not really focus about points. Just try and go for wins and just be consistent, and then learn what I can from being on the racetrack with people as good as someone like Parker, and just see where he's beaten me, see where I can improve, and maybe one week I'll get him again.
All right, man. Get those sponsors out, Steen. We'll see you for the late model race in a bit.
Yeah, I got to thank LeDuc Matthews Racing, Devin Morgan Enterprises, Russell Brown Race Cars, Shaw Motorsports. Just can't thank everyone enough. Tyler Payne for putting the league on. You guys for the broadcast. Just thank you.
All right, there's Dustin Maubert. He's had his time in the Sun Cup of the wins in some other races, but I know he wants to get off the podium, go back to victory lane before the season's out. That's Dustin Maubert. He'll finish in 3rd. Runner-up now, Ian Martin. Again, on the podium, but you're still looking for that first win, bud. 2nd place.
Yep, like I said a couple weeks ago, tired of finishing 2nd place, especially to someone like Parker. Parker's the best in the league by far. I mean, if you look at his win count, I think it says it all. So it'll be awesome when I eventually am able to take over the victory lane for at least one race. I think I'll be able to get one before the season ends. I mean, or at least I'm hoping so. But yeah, overall it was a good race. Qualified 10th. I had very little practice. First time ever on the track with a legend before. I didn't even know that was a combination out there, Legends and Five Flags. So it was an experience. I thought it was going to be a nighttime race as well, so that kind of threw me off. I thought I'd be able to hop in and basically be right there with everybody else. So it was a learning curve for the first 20 or so laps, but once I got it down, and I was right there at the end. Just didn't have enough time to get around Dustin and go chase down Parker.
So you do know the late model and the super late model race will be at night. Do you feel like you have a strategy of doing better at nighttime than in the day? And we'll see you climb the ladder tonight.
Well, yeah, obviously racing at night is easier to do because the track temps are cooler and the car normally handles a little bit better. So obviously that's a plus. But late models and super late models are normally not my best card. Legends are my main series here. I think I've gotten 3 or 4 second place finishes now. I'm just looking for that win. But I'm going to give it all I got in late models and super late models and hope for the best.
All right, brother. Sponsor time. Come out. Ian Martin of the 98 Machine.
Yep, I'd like to give a shout out to the iRacing Super Stock League. Ian Martin Racing personal Facebook page. Go give that a follow and a like. You guys are putting on the broadcast as always, doing a great job. Tyler Payne for putting on the league. All the sponsors that sponsored the series, Pulse Poppers, all those guys. Without them, this league wouldn't be possible. I know it firsthand, owning the league myself, how hard it is without sponsors. So appreciate all those sponsors out there who make this happen.
Was a good time and an opportunity there for the driver of, again, Ian Martin. He'll finish in the number. Last but not least, third position. Let's give it up again. Again, the driver, Dustin Bombercat, they're 3, they're 2, and out of victory lane. Congratulations, Parker Retzlaff. What is this like in 8 races, 6 out of 8 legend car wins, I believe?
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of laps. The legend car. I've done a lot of laps in every car that we race in the series, but I feel like the most I've done laps in is the legend. Overall, probably on the sim in general, the most laps I've done in any car is the legend, but me and Bombercat and Ian and everyone else usually have a really good brawl to the finish, and you really never know who's going to win. And I know one of these weeks that one of them is going to get me again, but I'm going to keep battling and try and make it not happen.
Man, it was fun. It was exciting. You definitely did what you needed to do. And man, Tyler Payne, what's the strategy? Using your tires up too quickly, waiting for the right time. When did the number 42 or 2 know when to go and get this win?
Yeah, in the middle of that longer run is when I started to feel that I was starting to catch them, and I could see that they were getting tight off the corners, and I was starting to still have a little bit of turn off the corners and be able to reel them in like half a tenth to a tenth a lap. And that's when me, Ian, and Dustin all started going up to catch them.
Well, man, congratulations to you. Before we let you go, thank your sponsors. I know you got to focus on your late model stock now. So, man, thanks.
I have to thank Ponzi, EcoTrax, Iron Horse Loggers, Logwood for Kids, my parents for all they do in supporting me in sim racing and my real life racing, and you guys for live streaming it, and Tyler for putting on a league for us to race every week.
All right, there's the man, the winner, Parker Retzlaff from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Hey, by the way, Parker, in closing, dude, I saw a track today because I was talking with Grant Thompson on Speed 51, the Bull Ring, and Wisconsin International Raceway. Have you ever raced here before?
No, I haven't.
But you've heard of it.
Yeah, when I raced truck, I was 7 days too young to go race it when I raced truck, so I didn't end up racing there.
But you've heard of it. That is, and I thought Shady Bowl was a unique racetrack. That track's like it's got 7 turns.
Oh yeah, it's really unique. There's a couple racetracks like that in Wisconsin that are just something like you've never seen.
There are some tracks on my bucket list that I have the privilege to go all over the calling races to go to, and I can do one way or another. My plan is to definitely and to go to Wisconsin International Raceway to check out a race there. So we got to get some cheese curds from poutine, some gravy, and some good racing. Parker, congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
Maybe people up in your neck of the woods would know what I was doing. Parker Retzlaff again, a big win. Charles, your thing as we get ready to go. Late model stock racing coming up.
Yeah, we got about, I'd say 5 minutes, and they will be advancing into qualifying here for late models. You know, I love them. The late models are fun. Super late models really fun. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing what they can do here with this. This is going to be a 60-lap race instead of the 40, but a little bit faster cars too. So we should see some really good racing and really fast-paced racing at that.
So let's take a break. We come back. We will get ready for practice to wrap up qualifying, and we go racing here for the late models at Five Flags Speedway. And if you haven't noticed already, the lights are on. We are virtually under the lights at the home, the Snowball Derby. More in a moment from Pensacola, virtually on iRacing, on LSRTV. And, of course, also thank you for those that are checking us out at WeAreCRN.Sports. Yeah, they're crashing. They're wrecking down off the turn out of turn 2. Ready for a big continuation of round 8 American iRacing League. We are glad you are joining us here from the virtual Five Flags Speedway. Welcome back. Coverage of the American iRacing League, LSRTV, CRN Sports. Charles Wooten, I'm Wesley Outland, and we get ready now for the late model stocks. Charles, we're getting ready to qualify here in just a few moments, and now we go from the legends to the late models, full fendered cars, and we're under the lights too. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, under the lights. This track, you know, it looks a little nicer under the lights, I think, personally. Of course, I think any short track asphalt looks good under the lights.
I think it could be brighter.
Well,
I got to talk to Tim Bryant and Pat will Five Flag Speedway about putting some more virtual lights here on iRacing, make it brighter. What do you think?
There we go. I can always go for a brighter track. It makes for better filming. So, you know, I've been to some tracks, like Texas Motor Speedway under the lights of the dirt track. Absolutely amazing. You know, Monarch's pretty well lit up. And then I've seen some tracks here in the state of Texas that obviously they skimped on the light poles. It's pretty dark, like this track here. It's bright right there, but not so much in this one. So on iRacing, that will play a factor, you know, if it gets real dark in the corner. So we'll see how it plays out. But qualifying is officially underway here at the moment. Nobody has put in a time, though.
Qualifying underway, and there's David Trumbley in his 96 machine. Tyler Payne, Chevrolet Monte Carlo number 18, looking for redemption in the Reaper Speed lap. Trouble out of 4. He'll spin it. Flat spot the tires and problems on the 18.
Not what he wanted to see at all. Is qualifying still underway for Josh Holmes here in the number 9 machine.
This is a new driver. This is a new driver, Charles.
Yeah,
and he's in the wall.
Yeah, he narrowly saves that one from just destroying the car. But he will have to shut it down as David Polin's out on track, and we'll get that bar pack up there, and we'll see, well, if we can get the right thing in. There we go. Current lap time obviously needs to improve on that. There we go. Now it's official time being scored, and then we'll see what he can do. I think David Polin's will be in the top 5. We'll see if he can get that number 33, though, on pole. 17,463, and he will. He'll take it straight to the top.
David Polin's right now. Look at that lap right there. Let's see where he can go with it, though. As Meyer now bumps him, Kyle Meyer. Polin's, will he get it back? No, he will not. 17,454. And he will. Scoring took a second to update there, and it's the battle between Polin's, Retzlaff, and Meyer. Your top 3, and there's Parker from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. We're going to see what that 42 can do. Here he comes out of 4, Charles.
And a little bit slower, so not going to be good there. But look at this, 444, 454, and 455. Those are your drivers here at the moment, and those are the times they ran with Polin's, Ratzliff, and Meyer. Those 3 guys, if they stay like that in the race, they're gonna put on a heck of a show.
Ian Martin, there goes the next number 98 machine.
And hopefully, all the fans out there, y'all do not hear my dogs barking. We have neighborhood hooligans, and my dogs do not make neighborhood hooligans, and they like to bark at them. So I apologize if you can hear them. The studio's pretty soundproof, but occasionally the high screeching of my one of my dogs can get through. But hopefully it is tuned out fairly well. And
by the way, I got a message for Terry Saunders. And Terry Saunders, thank you for criticizing / critiquing me in the most nicest way possible. I thank you. Now, I do know, Charles, I always mention CMO Legends, but she wants me to say it correctly, and we do it in a sponsor of the American iRacing League, and I'll make sure I have this right from now on. CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Legends Division. So I think I said CMO Legends or CMO Legends or CMO Screen Printing, but it is the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated. I wanted to make sure I say that right. As Scott Finke, Elite 31, goes around in the start-finish line, Ricky Bobby style.
Yeah, and he turns it around and keeps it going. And David Trimley is done with his times, but he's out on track. And yes, got to keep those sponsors happy. I did see the message that came through as well. I just ignored it. It's for you, so.
Oh, thank you. Throw me to the wolves. No, Terry, thank you so much. And again, yes, I know I always say CMO. And I'll be honest with you guys, sometimes it's hard to see some of the graphics on Discord when I'm calling the races, and I'm gonna come out of the closet. I'm gonna tell everybody this as we wrap up qualifying here.
Under the bus now.
I'm gonna come out of the closet. I
don't.
do not have an iRacing account. I don't have an iRacing account. Charles knows this. We've done this for a year and a half. I do not have an iRacing account.
You don't have
so what
iRacing?
I basically do, I don't have iRacing. You know that. Come on, stupid. I go.
He said, "Come on, stupid."
I go on Discord, which blows up the monitor in front of me. Sometimes it's a little blurry. Sometimes it looks good. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's internet on my end. Obviously, I'm a rambling man traveling all over the country. Sometimes I have strong internet at home. Anyhow, yes. So CMO, Screen Printing Supply Incorporated, Legends Round 9 next week. And thank you, Terry Saunders. With that said, Charles, it's time for the Team 126 Racing starting lineup. Trayton Lapsevich, our friend out of Canada, A. In the 32s on the pole. David Pullins on the outside in row 1. Row 2. Life trying to sweep here in Pensacola. He's in the 42 to the outside. Kyle Meyer in the number 88. Row number 3. We'll find Dustin Mombercat of the number 16 to the outside. Jake Perkins in 59. Row 4. Daniel Folds in the 09. Tyler Payne in the 18. Trying to get redemption after some bad luck in the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Legend race here at Pensacola. And around out your top 10, it's Mario Ercolani in the 41. Carl Thompson Charles, your top 10 in 66.
In the 6th row, going to be Scott Finke in that 31 machine. On his outside, Ed Martin in the 98 machine. In row 7, going to be 97 of Eric Sellers and the 11 of Eric Jones. We got the Erics battling on row 7. Row 8, going to be David Trumley and the 96 and the 8 of Ryan Campbell, who is actually race control. He is not racing here tonight. Row 9, going to be the 3 of Ryan Pullins and the 9 of Josh Holmes in the 9th row. And that'll do it for your starting grid here for the Team 126 starting grid, that is.
And again, thank you to Team 126 Racing. We appreciate them. The American iRacing League, presented by Polt's Poppers, Fish and Lures, and more. And we are set for the next one.
Yeah, we are locked and loaded. You know, I used to have a gamer card called Locked and Loaded. That was back when I played Call of Duty.
Yes, sir. The American iRacing League, presented by Polt's Poppers and Reaper Speed Lab. Thank you to Elite Media Graphics and Wraps and all the other sponsors that make this event happen. Tonight's event is presented by Andrew Fuller Photography. The CMO Screen Printing Legends are done. Now it's time for the LFOD Motorsports late model stocks. Soon the Team 126 Super late models at the home of the virtual Snowball Derby and 5 Flag Speedway. Here they come. We are to the line. Green in the air. We're underway.
A green flag is out once again, and we'll see how this race goes. 60 laps on the books for this one, as we'll switch it over. Lap 1 of 60 is underway, and unlike the Legends, Wesley, the front 4, 5 are single file. You have to go back quite a bit here to about 7th through 10th before you see any side-by-side racing action.
That's exactly right, and we are underway. Hey, by the way, quick correction. They changed it on me. It was friggin' Dover last week. Changed the Northwest Cup Series event presented by the Tom Denchel Automotive. Oh, and in turn 1, we got cars wrecking. Smoke. chaos, calamity, and it's Scott Finke, the one that's left in the pile, but there were 3 or 4 cars scattered, and a pulse popper Fischler instant recoming.
Again, get yourselves some pulse poppers is, of course, the time is right for fishing in some parts of the country, and we'll see what happened here on the replay. Is that 31 just got a bumper right there from that was the 96 that got into him. We'll take a look, and I believe it was indeed, no, not the 96. It was the 98 of Ian Martin that gave him a shot in the shorts.
Ian Martin, wow. So anyway, what I was trying to say was last week it was advertised that Dover was next on the schedule because we do try to follow the reality of the realistic Cup Series schedule. That's one of the things the Northwest Series has done this year. I guess they realized Kansas was 2 weeks ago, so they flip-flopped and they've changed it. So they ran Charlotte a couple of weeks ahead. So it should have been, actually, Charles, if they were following realistically, it should have been Kansas, Dover, Charlotte, because obviously the COTA races this week in the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. Hey, by the way, how far are you from Austin? That's going to be a big race coming up.
I don't know. Austin's weird. We don't go down there. No, it's probably 6-8 hours. It's quite a ways.
Oh, wow.
I'm about 2 hours from Dallas, so.
Anyhow, if you were following the setup, it would have been the realistic schedule. Kansas, Dover, Charlotte next week. Charlotte's next week. This week is actually the Circuit of the Americas race, the first ever road course race for the Cup Series and the Xfinity Series in Austin, Texas.
When you got to remember, Wesley, I threw a wrench at him when I told him I wanted the Bristol Dirt Race on my birthday in April. So that flip-flopped some things there. So they probably decided, well, if we change that, might as well change a few more while we're at it.
Well, anyhow, that's what they did. So mind you, Dover is next week. So here we go. And Charlotte was the one I really was looking forward to doing. Coming to the line, green flag in the air. We're back to it again. And what do you know? The cheesehead, Parker Etzlaff from Rhinelander, Wisconsin, is out in front. Underway for the LFOD Motorsports late model stocks. And look at Lapsevich, look at Momberket, Meyer, Polins, all in this battle out of turn 4.
These guys are not giving an inch right now. Sure, from 4th on. As again, Momberket, Polins, Meyer, back there, Perkins, all these guys side by side. The 88 of Meyer down to the bottom. They've really shoved that 33 machine up the track, and he is just kind of stuck on the outside. Doesn't look like that's where you want to be at the moment. So he has really got his work cut out for him to try to get down back onto the bottom.
Keeping it on them as they work their way back around the corner. So a lot of racing ongoing. And this, what is a 60-lap race for the LFOD Motorsports late model stock.
Keep in mind,
down the back straightaway in the 3rd corner.
10 laps have been completed. We're going to wipe this race out very quickly. Oh, the 80 goes around.
Trouble, turn 4.
That is Kyle Meyer.
In the middle of the pack, I think it's Meyer. Oh, no. Caution out again.
Take a look at a Pulse Poppers replay and see what happened here for the instant replay. And I would be willing to bet, if I was a betting man, Wesley, he got a little help from behind. No, I was wrong. He got loose on his own. Don't ever take me to Vegas, Wesley, because I would have just lost all your chips and all your money, and you would be living on the street homeless.
Oh, remind me never to go to Vegas with you.
That's true.
I don't care if it is a segment of The Hangover.
Do not take me to Vegas. We will lose everything.
You're not part of my wolf.
No. I don't even want to be part of my own.
Oh, not a purse, it's a satchel. Oh my goodness.
Good movie.
If you can't cut up and have fun, then what the hell are we doing this, right? All right. Hey, don't forget, coming up tonight. Money. Exactly, yeah. Coming up tonight, we have coverage of the Northwest iRacing Cup Series presented by the Tom Ditchell Automotive Group, Hermiston Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Tonight we have Kansas. It is not Dover. It is not Miles to Munster. Not going to chew up Charles and spit him out. Instead, it is the Kansas Tornado coming to Texas of Kansas Speedway coming up. So, and I say that as a formality, Charles. I really don't want anything to happen to you. It just seems like, dude, every freaking Monday night, weather hits your area.
If it helps any, Wesley, it started on Saturday. We've had storms. I kid you not. If you want to see the weather, go to kauz.com or go to newschannel6now.com. You can see the local weather here, and we have had a thunderstorm Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. It's going to go on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have a chance of thunderstorms for literally like 9 days straight.
You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up, I swear.
So
my friend.
It's awful.
My poor friend. Ready to go. We saw a wild race at the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Legends. What are we going to see in the LFOD Motorsports late model stocks? We are back to underway. Lap 17 of 60, and once again, Retzlaff and Lapsevich, Bomberket. Then it seems like this is a story every week. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Put in a couple of new names like Polins and Folds in this battle. I mean, it seems like these guys up front, week in, week out, and that just shows you how good of a caliber driver virtually they are, Charles.
Yeah, you know, when we come to this race and we see the same 4 or 5 drivers out front, and then occasionally you get that guy that pops his way into the top 3 or a win that you haven't seen before, you know, I'm a very visual person. The one thing that comes to mind, and I'm sure you did this as a little kid, and I'm sure the fans did this as little kids, we watch these battles go on, and that is one of those machines where you're trying to get that little trinket or whatever it is out of the machine with the little claw, and you somehow manage to get the same one over and over and over again, and then after you've wasted $20 or $30 of your parents' quarters, you finally get the one you want, and you come back with a shirt full of just the same thing but one that you wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it is. We have the same
whatever
one.
the hell he just said, I'm all for it.
You never got those little Easter egg looking things, the little clear containers that had stuff in them, and there goes the cone.
Come on, the Cadbury egg?
No, not the Cadbury. No, they were little plastic clear container things, and they had little toys in them. Oh my God. You need to go get you some DoorDash and get some food in.
Oh, I'm waiting for my DoorDash. I got my city barbecue ordered.
There you go.
I'm craving some of that delicious sweet cornbread and brisket and chicken and pulled pork and.
I had that. They had the ultimate smokehouse from Applebee's.
At least tonight, it's not Taco Bell like last Monday.
Yes, that was bad. That was Taco Smell later. Yes, we did not let him in the booth.
We're closing it. I didn't even get Taco Bell. I got KFC instead.
Yeah, the grease fit, that's much better. Anyway.
Yeah, I got one of those. Man, I try to eat healthy, Charles. I got one of those pot pies, okay? The chicken pot pie with the, yeah.
Hey, I like chicken pot pie, but I know what you're about to say. We're closing in on the halfway point. We're watching this battle. The 59 of Perkins does get by Daniel Folds, and that was one of the only real battles on the track. Your leader, Retzlaff, he has checked out from Lapsevich and Mombercat. Again, like you mentioned, those 3, 1, 2, 3, just line them up. You might as well just go ahead and give them their pay when they get here, because, well, you know they're going to be finishing in the top unless something happens.
Yeah, pick them up, put them down, pulling away, and no one is, again, in those drivers. Retzlaff out in front, Lapsevich in second, Mombercat third. And they'll work their way go around to the start-finish line. Laps continue to tick away. The LFOD Motorsports, and the cone gets taken out again. It's not the orange cone like Twitter. It's the green cone on iRacing. iRacing. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just a product, excuse me, of these guys pushing it with everything they have. They're getting as low as they can. You'll see them right here, right in there, and narrowly avoiding it that time. But they're getting as low as they can to the bottom of this track. That seems to be the preferred line. And, you know, sometimes you just tag the cone a little bit as the battle is underway between the 33 of David Polins and the 59 of Perkins. No, sorry, that's not Perkins. That is Mombercat. We have the battle for third at second place. Lapsevich smacks the wall. Sparks go flying.
Yeah, it does get in the wall there. Keep an eye on that as we'll watch them working their way. Back across start finish after halfway, and Retzlaff leads the way. Parker Retzlaff leads. Trayton Lapsevich in second. Dustin Mombercat third. Linz is in the number 4 position, and right now in the top 5, excuse me, Jake Perkins, Daniel Folds, Tyler Payne, Mario Erlani, all these drivers racing hard. Josh Holmes, a new name in the top 10 as it stands just after halfway. And question is, Charles, when do you go? Is it lap 45? Is it lap 50? Or do you go sooner because the late model car is a lot more powerful than the Legends cars than we saw earlier?
I think you can go a little bit later. However, I'm not sure if I want to, just because, you know, this field is a stout field. You know, if you're in the top 2, maybe you could go a little bit later. Top 3 as the caution's going to be out, so, well, that's going to change things up.
We have a yellow flag.
Take a look here at our, this is our first Pulse Popper replay here for the late models. Or second. Either way, it's been very low cautions here tonight.
It's our second caution. It has. It's the second. We had 2 yellow flags in the CMO screen printing Supply Incorporated Legends. Harry Saunders, I promise I'm never going to butcher your sponsor again. And then we had so far 2 yellow flags. Charles in this LFOD motor.
And that
late
time,
model stocks.
That was very simple. That was just a simple little contact there between the 9 and the 3. They both spin it a little bit. They go around, and we reset them one more time here with 25 laps to go. So still plenty of racing. You know, now that we've seen this caution, this may be the chance I try to take to get to the front, because this is probably the closest you're going to be to Retzlaff. If you're one of these guys in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and beyond.
So the field will get ready to come back to the Mountain Dew kickstart restart zone. As always, my friend Robbie Harvey and Bill Roth at Five Flags Speedway say on the public address. Hey, matter of fact, Charles, can I promote Five Flags Speedway real quick? Yeah.
Will they pay me with 1 pizza?
What's that? Chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
There you go. If you ever come down to the Snowball Derby, Beef O'Brady's on me, chicken wings.
I'll take it.
Boneless. 40-piece boneless chicken wings.
And if I don't, you just have to mail them to me.
I don't know if mailing them is not a good idea, though, man. I mean, you know, I don't think it'll get through customs.
They got a point there. Okay, you can promote them.
Well, I was going to say, Five Flag Speedway is in action this Friday night, as a matter of fact. I know, weather permitting for you, you'll be at Monarch. But Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, checking out this virtual race tonight. They're actually in real racing, and it is the next round of, I think it's actually the first round of the Alan Turner Hyundai Snowflake Series. You're going to check it out. The Alan Turner Hyundai Pro Late Models, Five Flags Speedway, and more. And you can watch it on Speed51.tv. I kind of slipped up earlier and accidentally said it.
And you've been trying to get Speed 51 in here all day.
If I just get it, I do okay.
For the record, he did not slip up this time. He has been trying to sneak Speed 51 in here all night long, so we gave him permission.
That was an accident earlier. Earlier was an accident. It wasn't intentional.
So we just give you permission because he was going to say it one way or another.
I've been doing stuff with Speed 51 all. Back to the Mountain Dew restart zone. Green flag. They're going to kickstart them. We're back to it again. Under 20 laps to go. All right, here they come. Out of turn 4. Red Slap is the man out in front, leading the way. 19 remaining, and he has pulled away from everybody. Charles off of 2.
Yeah, no surprise there. We knew he was going to pull away, and he's doing just that. Obviously, Lapsevich right there with him. Mombercat in the hunt as well. So we'll see if one of these guys can make an upset. But right now, Mombercat trying to get by Lapsevich, and he may have something for him here in these closing laps. He is to the inside, and we've already seen multiple times here, Wesley, the outside lane is not where you want to be.
Back in the corner number 1 and 2 up the racetrack. Mombercat to the inside. Lapsevich is there. Back straightaway into turn number 3. They'll stay single file to the inside. Perkins, Polins, he'll go with him. They'll work their way out of 4. Trouble, carp in the wall. Top shelf out of turn 4. Holds it together. No caution. No caution. We'll stay green, Charles.
And that was the 11 of Eric Jones. But like you said, he keeps it together. We stay green. And look at this battle. Lapsevich, Mombercat, Perkins, Polins. They are all just duking it out right here. Meanwhile, your race leader still pulling away. There goes the cone one more time, getting assaulted by somebody. That poor cone, Wesley, has just been abused here tonight.
By the way, breaking news, the S&B Cup Series returns back to LSRTV for Season 3 this Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. 7, is it 9 Eastern, 8 Central? We have a caution.
I don't know. No, we do have a caution. I do know that.
Well, we used to do the S&B Cup Series at 9 p.m. Eastern Central. But I think it is.
I will have to look this up. The caution is out.
Oh my goodness, wow.
Pinball.
David Polins, man, he was in the top 5 and from the penthouse to the outhouse.
That is David Pinball Polins. He just
There's
went
a good
for ride.
nickname.
Yeah, Pinball Polins. He may not like it, but I like it. Oh. Yes, S&B Cup Series is back again. I don't know the exact time. What I do know is when your boss calls and says, "Hey, son, we got a new series. The S&B Cup Series is back, and you're on production. I want you to do it. You're going to do it, okay?" And you just say, "Okay, boss." Is
that your best Jeff Stabnow impression?
Well, yes, because I don't know how to impersonate a possum.
Oh, wow. Okay, I opened that door. I'm sorry. You're right. I did. Yeah, you got me.
That's my Jeff Stabnow impersonation. At any moment now, Jeff Stabnow will kick the door into the studio and fire.
He's gonna. What'd you say about me, boy? Yes.
I'm beginning to.
I mean, you got Terry Saunders hitting us up on LSRTV social media. She's thinking that I'm the grand poobah of LSRTV. I'm just a broadhead. Somebody screenshotted the message and showed it to me, and I'm like, well, hell, if I made a mistake, I'll do it live on the air. I don't care.
Yeah, you're the king poobah. You ain't even a poobah. Whatever that is.
I'm a peon. What are you talking about? I'm a spoke on a wheel.
We're the grunts that do the work.
Well, you have a little higher authority than I do, but
I
anyhow,
sold the company. I got no authority over nothing.
You're just a producer. That's right. You're the marketing manager, right? No.
Hey,
no, you're not.
Why don't you not have market anything?
Market yourself. So anyhow,
I can market an RC car.
In all seriousness, though, thank you, Terry Saunders, for. I know I always said CMO Legends or CMO Motorsports, so I do want to make sure I get the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated. We want to acknowledge all the sponsors. I have such a crazy schedule. Charles, I know you do as from LSRTV to your RC cars to, Race on Texas and Monarch. And we wear a lot of hats. We have a lot going on. And way, trying to not do my job or make anybody mad. It's just, you say things and, so thank you again to CMO Screen Paint Supply Incorporated for the Legend cars. And I promise we'll do it right for the rest of the year. 9 to go. We're back on the restart for the LFOD Motorsports late model stocks, and Charles Laff has got company. Lapsevich is there, Momberkit's there, and they're going to come to the line in 8 to go.
Yeah, this is not what he wanted to see with this restart, as that caution really hurt him. As Lapsevich, he has probably maybe 3 laps to try to make something happen. I think after that point, you're going to see Retzlaff pull away, but look at Lapsevich. He is on him like stink on doo-doo.
Yes, think on you know what. You said that in the nice PG version. Yes. Back straight away, turn number 3, Retzlaff out in front, Lapsevich down to the inside. Momberg worked their way, cross start finish, laps winding down now, makes it go for the late models here. The super late models coming up next, and the caution is out. Oh, we got one on his lid. Number 5 in trouble.
I believe that's number 9. It just looked like a 5
that's number
upside
9.
down.
That's the new guy. That's Holmes. That's Mr. Holmes.
Holmes?
Yeah. What's happening, Holmes? What's that? Oh my! Oh, Tyler Payne's around him. Oh my goodness! I wonder if Tyler said I've had enough. Oh my goodness! Wow! Oh wow! And a shower of sparks just shows you how realistic that is. Can we see that again? Can we ride on board with Holmes? What's happening, Holmes? Watch this. Next lap. Charles, I have actually been at Five Flags working in the booth. I have seen crazy wreck shenanigans happen just like this on the 9 of Holmes. Correct. We're going to pause our voice. Listen. Oh. About 5.
He says this girl is on fire.
You're not on fire.
He said, Ricky Bobby, you're not on fire. He said, help me, Tom Cruise. Oh no, we are not making fight. Obviously, not going the way he wanted to. Actually, it's completely upside down from where he wanted it to be, I'm sure.
We will take you to the track here on LSRTV and CRN Sports for the American iRacing League at Five Flags in Pitt.
ETE Reman is the world's best remanufacturer of transmissions for import and domestic cars and trucks. Our customers are repair shops, auto parts stores, dealerships, and distributors. And with 6 nationwide warehouses, we're where and when you need us. So when you're looking only better, instill confidence and install ETE Reman.
All right, so we have set ourselves up for this another opportunity for a green-white checker 2-lap shootout coming up. All right, so the lights are off on the truck. This is actually going into overtime, Charles. This will be the first attempt at that would be green-white checker. Technically, we're on the white flag lap.
As of right now, it looks like we will officially, if we go green and stay green, we'll complete 64 laps. Yes, we are in overtime here for the first time tonight. Green flag is back in the air, and Retzlaff, what a jump he got. He needed that.
So this is overtime, green, white checker. Retzlaff pulling away to the back straight away. Lapsevich right behind him. Momberket the third. Followed by Perkins in the top 5. CRN 1 to go. White flag in the air one more time around. Lapsevich, final time on Retzlaff for the back straightaway. Charles to the finish.
Retzlaff going to try to hold off Lapsevich. I think he's going to do it. This time is nothing going to hold him back, and he gets sideways, but it doesn't matter. He took back wins in the series here tonight. He won the Legends, and now he has won in the late models as well.
Sweeping the weekend. To Parker Retzlaff, he continues to do just that. He won in the Legend cars. Flag in the LFOD Motorsports late model stocks coming up the Team 126 Racing Super. He will try to sweep it, and I believe, Charles, that will be the second time this year he will have swept all 3 events. He's still got one more race left to go, and that's the Super Late Models. But here is the results. Late Model Stocks at Five Flag Speedway.
And of course,
Parker Retzlaff, your winner. Jake Perkins, 4th. Daniel Folds in 5th. Kyle Meyer, David Trumbley, Momberket falls all the way back to 8th at the finish. Eric Jones, Scott Finke, your top 10, Charles.
And 11th place going to go to Tyler Payne, followed by Carl Thompson, Josh Holmes, David Plins, Mario Ercolani, or Cannoli as I like to refer to him. We didn't talk to him a whole lot here, about him a whole lot tonight, unfortunately. And Ryan Plins, Eric Sellers, and Ryan Campbell running race control here tonight. A smaller field than the Legends, but still a stout field. Looking forward to seeing what and how many cars we have for Super Late Models race, and hopefully it's a very, very fast race. Keeping in mind, we only have about 30 minutes till they're predicting those storms are going to hit here at the studio.
Bad storms, please. No bad weather.
We are definitely hoping for no bad weather.
So, let's take a quick break. When we come back, Retzlaff wins again at Five Flag Speedway. Its coverage around the American iRacing League by Elite Meteor, Reaper Speed Lab, and Pulse Popper Fishing Lures on LSRTV are in sports. I encourage any fast, you'll stumble as well.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom T-shirts, racing. We'll do any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. I mean, we'll do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the, top quality shirts, inks and everything, hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer them and receive them, and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customers. So you just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing, and if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink colors. Everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. We do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and they're really good. So what we do is on any match, we can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum requirements. They can call us 7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees at yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
Welcome back to coverage of the American iRacing League, LSRTV, Sierra Sports, and Charles Wesley Outland back here with you up top. We're going to talk to our top 3 finishers after the conclusion of the LFOD Motorsports late model stocks. Winner again, Parker Retzlaff. Ian Martin, you podium, your take of the race. Pretty good show there until the end.
Yeah, I qualified 12th to start the race, and the late model was just really loose for me. It was a night race after all. No telling how bad it would have been if it was a day race, but all in all, it was a very good race for myself. I had a little contact with Dustin. So if Dustin, you're out there listening, I apologize. I know you're probably going to get me back in the next one, but definitely didn't mean to do that. But glad to come away with the 3rd place. Still looking for that win, but happy with the 3rd place after the qualifying attempt we had.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys are racing there to the finish, and I know there was some but what are you going to take out of the Legends race, the late model stock race, to put towards trying to get the checkered flag in the super late model race? And I'm rooting for you, Ian, because, man, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm normally not the best in the super late models. I just can't manage to keep it out of all the carnage that ensues ahead of me. So I'm just going to do my best taking out. So I'm going to give it all I got. Hopefully I come away with a top 3 again. Get another podium sweep, be the 2nd. Obviously, I want to come away with a win. I've been saying it all season long. Tired of finishing 2nd, 3rd, anywhere but 1st. I want to get the win, especially before the season ends.
Well, that's all you can do, my friend. Thank your sponsors, and good luck Super Race coming up later tonight.
I'd like to give a shout out to iRacing Super Stock. If you're interested in that, look them up on Facebook. Personal Facebook page, Ian Martin Racing. Go give that a like and a follow for me. All of the guys who put the league on, Tyler, all the sponsors, Pulse Poppers, all those guys. I know there's a lot of them. Thanks for putting on the series and supporting the American iRacing League.
All right, when it's all the driver of the number 98 machine, let's go to the runner-up in the event, the driver of the Canada, Trayton Lapsevich, the Tim Hortons Coffee number 76 machine. All right, Trayton, man, what's it going to take to beat this nemesis of yours from down in the US of A in Wisconsin, Europe, and Canada? Trayton Lapsevich, what's it going to take to beat Parker?
Yeah, really good qualifying lap, putting it on the pole there. I was just too loose starting off the race, and Parker was able to get underneath me out of 4. And after that, it was pretty much just I was trying my best. I kind of burned up the right rear a little, trying to stay with him, and then finally with those late race cautions, I thought I had a shot at it. I was definitely gonna put a bumper. Ended up getting loose into through 1 and 2, and just wasn't close enough for it. But hopefully we'll get him one of these times before the series ended out. We started off the league really strong with a few yet to grab a good finish recently, it seems like.
And you know, even though you finished 2nd, let's be mindful here. That's still good for you in points.
Yeah, it definitely is. I wrecked out last week, and you know, some carnage the week before too. So the 2nd place was definitely a really good rebound with the race.
All right, man. What are we going to see out of the late model stock race here that you just wrapped up with? We'll see how you do in the super late model event. What are we going to? How do you feel about your?
Hopefully we're gonna end up one spot better here. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, man. Sponsors, who you want to thank on the 76 card?
Big thanks to LSRTV, and big shout out to Reaper Speed Lab as well.
And you know what's kind of funny here is that car was supposed to be for a throwback, but you kept it since then.
And I just keep forgetting every week to change it. So maybe one of these weeks I'll go back to my actual car.
All right, brother, thank you very much. Again, from the 32 to the 76, that's again, we'll take the checkered flag in the number 2 position. Finally, let's talk to the winner, driver of the number 42. He wins again the weekend or the week of Monday for the AIRL again here at 5 Flag Speedway, if he can do it to the Supers. Parker, congratulations. You started outside the front row. Didn't really have to fight your way up to the front like you did in the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Legends division from now on. And you literally, just was in the right place at the right time, picking up the win. Congratulations again.
Yeah, I was looseness a little bit better than Trayton at the beginning of the race, and I got by him, and I feel like that was right away what made the race a lot easier in my hands. Was hold it instead of having to pass him when we didn't have any grip and in the.
Well, I'll tell you what, everything looked really, really good for you. I really don't know what else to ask you. I mean, you pretty much just, do you like winning? Winning? Do you ever get tired winning?
No, it's just there's so many competitive one here, and I know that Trayton's my teammate, so I know that we race each other as hard as possible. We trust each other, so it's always fun when I go against Trayton because I know he's going to give it all he's got to be.
All right, man. Well, thank your sponsors. I'll let you get focused on the Super Late model. Can we see you go for the hat trick again for the second time this year?
Honza EcoTrax Iron Horse Loggers, log load for kids. Once again, my parents for always watching me, and everyone who watches the races for me every week. Everyone that supports my sim, my racing, and Tyler for putting the whole league on, and you guys for live streaming it every week.
Parker Red's lap winner again. He'll try to sweep the weekend for the second time this year for the American iRacing League at Five Flags Speedway. He won in the Legend cars. He now wins in the LFOD Motorsports late model stocks. And when we return, he will take on a race of our triple header coverage in round 8 at Five Flags Speedway. Up next, the Team 126 Racing Super Late Models. It's coming up when we return with coverage of the American from Pensacola virtually on iRacing, on LSRTV, and CRN Sports. Welcome back to coverage of the American iRacing League. It's presented by Reaper Speed Labs, Fishing Lures, and Elite Digital Media Graphics and all that good stuff. He's Charles Wooten. I'm Wesley Outland. We're getting ready now for what will be to qualify. Real quickly, bottom left of your monitor, let's take a look at what the lineup will be. Presented by Race on Texas. This is the 4-1 to come on track. They will take time, 2 laps. And then it is a 100-lap race. That's right, 100 laps. And the fun, they're always excited, and we're ready to go qualifying. The home of the Snowball Derby now tonight for the American iRacing League.
Yes, I definitely looking forward. This is the race we kind of look forward to. All Monday night when they start this series, they are the cream of the crop. This is like your traveling series that's at your local track. When everybody's there, they're there for the local guys, they're there for their friends, but they're also there for the big boys, the guys that come out with the big fast 410 sprint cars. This is the equivalent he's here for.
All right, man. Well, we'll definitely keep an eye on it. And watch L. Seaman. He's on the track to qualify, 17.093. Perkins now to the top of the board. Jake Perkins in that number 59. Polin's in second. He in the late model. Oh, Seaman in the wall.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt his time for sure. As someone else on track to have completed lap number 1, that is Mombercat. He has a 1 lap completed, but he either hit the wall and it didn't count because it's not showing a fast lap. And there is lap number 2, 16.836, and he's just going to drive and repair that car.
He's very happy to be here.
Yes, he is. And look at this slick new ride from Cody Knott, one of our sponsors and a sponsor here for AIRL. That is, of course, Polts and Pop. He's sitting on pit road. I hope he comes out onto the track soon. But look at that. That is a awesome looking ride of the purple and yellow. And I think he may have just been sitting there waiting.
He said, hey, man, talk about me. Give me some TV time.
We'll definitely do that.
We'll do that now.
Yeah, typically a fan of yellow or purple, but together they do look good. So we'll see if his lap can be as good as that car looks here, and he'll put Polts Poppers. We'll find out here momentarily.
If he can do it, get it done.
Like, you can do it.
Sir. Of course, here comes Cody Knott in the number 26 machine.
17,162. Gonna put him back in 16th. And he got wobbly there, so I don't think it's gonna happen on this lap.
Cody Knott, the 26 car. What a nice looking car, Charles, that is. And he spins it up because his qualifying run's done.
His qualifying run is done as we switch over to Aiden Murray in that number 72 machine. And warm up lap, and we'll see what he does on lap number 1. Of timed laps, and we'll just have to wait and see. Here's currently 13, 14, 16, 7, 46. That will put him in top 10 in 8th place.
Aiden Murray, number 75, 72, spinning. Look at that. We're just going to have a con hitting the wall, pirouetting across the finish line after qualifying. As now we see Anthony Guado coming across the racetrack. They're going to win the pole. The hell with the clock. You win the pole and across the finish line wins.
Yeah, we'll see if he does it as well so far.
I don't know if Alex McCullum will like that too much.
And everybody apparently is going to do it as he come across the line for some reason or another. We'll see.
Here's Eric Jones. Oh, he's going to do it in the middle of the corner. He says, the hell with that, guys. I'm going to drift.
Yeah, a little early there. So we'll jump in the M&Ms. The McDonald's.
Have you had your break today? I'm loving it.
Yeah, apparently it's not M&M's. It is McDonald's.
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't matter. His time's up.
But
his time is up, and it's time for your favorite time, Wesley.
Yes. Team 126 Racing starting lineup for the Team 126 Racing Super Late Models. You can't make this on the pole from New Jersey to the outside. Brett Suggs in the 133. Row number 2, Ryan Matthews for LeDuc Matthews, trying to sweep the weekend here at Five Flags, or sweep Monday night. I know Charles hates when I say weekend. Parker Retzlaff in 42. To the outside, David Polins in the 33. He wants some redemption after bad luck at the late model race. Jake Perkins in 59. Aiden Murray in 72. And around out your top 10, Cody McCauley in 62. Rick Spencer-Walt, the number 1.
In row number 6, going to be the 55 of Jeremy Little in the 98 machine. On the outside row 6, going to be Ian Martin, involved in an incident in the last race, who looked to redeem himself from this one. In row 7 is going to be the 16 of Dustin Mombercat, and the 81 of John Agalegally. Okay, we're calling him John Oliet. I believe that's right.
John Oliet.
Oh, there we go.
John
We got it right. We got it right. We know. Row 8 going to be the 41 of Mario Ercolini, a.k.a. Cannoli Man, and the 93 of Carson Nagy on his outside. Row number 9 is going to be the 17 of Kel Seaman, and the 11 of Eric Jones. And rounding out your top 20, Wesley, is going to be Alex Rudolph, and the 26 of Cody Knott.
Is that the lineup? I believe that's the lineup. Oh, no, it's not. Tyler Payne in the 18 machine. Tyler Payne in the number 18 to the outside. David Trumley in the 96. There's the McDonald's car, followed by Daniel Folds in the 09. Anthony Guadio in the 14. Say that name 3 times fast, Guado. And then you move on to row number 12. It's going to be Ryan Campbell, Scott Finke. And there is the lineup. 26 late model stocks. Charles, it should be a humdinger, a good one to close out tonight at 5 Flag Speedway.
Definitely. My apologies. I, for whatever reason, thought we had closer to 32 drivers. That's why I was letting you finish it up. And I know there was only 3 more rows. I'd probably done it myself. But I thought we had closer to 30 drivers. But what I did is I saw the number 31, and I thought that was the position. So apparently I need some reader glasses.
All right, so here we go. This is it, ready for the start. The flights are off of the pace truck. 26 drivers ready to send it to green. For the Super Late Model, sponsored by Team 126 Racing, here at 5 Flag Speedway. Pace truck is in. They're in the Mountain Dew restart kickstart zone. Into turn 4, green in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a race. McCollum on the whole shot to 1.
Yeah, McCollum doing a good job. Matthews behind him. Suggs trying to make something happen as well. So this will be a moment of truth here for the 126, our Team 126 Racing Super Late Models. Can they hold to the trend that we've seen this Monday night? And that is low cautions in these races. So far, the way I see sparks flying, Wesley, that may be a little tougher than I would think it's going to be, but we already see some going around.
Yeah, we got trouble. Caution is out. Looks like, is it the 55?
Jeremy Little
I think it's
in the
Little.
55.
Yeah, Little. Yeah.
We'll take a quick look and see what happened, because we had completed very little laps, and Jeremy Little going around, and the question is, did he have help? And we're about to find out, and I don't think he did. Wesley, we're going to go to the drone view here. I know you'll love this view provided by All American Pools. And again, I don't think that 55 had help.
Yeah, I think he lost it on his own.
We are about to find out thanks to the drone footage here and see exactly what happened. And right there, yep, just broke loose on its own.
Wow, yeah. Nobody helped him, actually.
So unfortunate for him, but the caution does come out early in this race on lap number 4, actually lap number 3. So the trend does continue, Wesley. Early caution and then long green flag runs after that.
All right, so we are under the yellow flag. Still a lot of racing left to go. This race is 100 laps. This is a 100 lap feature.
My question for you, Wesley, is can Retzlaff go 3 for 3? He's already 2 for 2. Can he go 3 for 3 and sweep the Monday night racing here for the early program? Again, we've got our fingers crossed, toes crossed, and in Wesley's case, his eyes crossed. I'm just kidding. We've got everything crossed here.
But I'm not wearing my glasses. My eyes are crossed.
We've got everything we can think of crossed right now. Well, I'm looking outside the studio window, and it was a nice blue sky, and now it looks more like a black sky. So, and it's not dark, by the way. It is only not even 8 o'clock yet, and the sun doesn't go down until 8:30.
Kansas tonight.
Yes, it's going to be the Twister Tornado 200 at Kansas, so it is going to get wild and crazy for sure. Let's hope it holds off.
Do we have a backup plan just in case you blow away on Toto and Dorothy?
Yes. Collect all of my RC stuff and go sell it.
Okay, so you do have a backup plan.
No, there is no backup plan. If I get blown away in a tornado, or as the weatherman called it, he didn't say there was going to be tornadoes. He said there was widespread damaging winds. Isn't that basically what a tornado does?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know. But anyway, that's what the weatherman said. He did also say green flag is out, and we are racing one more time. McCollum, Retzlaff, Matthews, Suggs, and Polenz, your top 5 here at the moment. As you have the 88 of Kyle Meyer. He is going to be mired back in the back of this field here soon if he keeps scraping the wall, though.
Back to it again for the super late models here at Five Flags Speedway, presented by Team 126 Racing. Working now lap number 10, this time by Alex McCollum is the man out in front. He leads the way. Retzlaff in second. He started 4th. He's beginning his ascent to run down the New Jersey native. Ryan Matthews right there with him to 3rd. Brett Suggs. David Polenz, your top 5. McCauley, Perkins, Meyer, Murray, and Nagy. It sounds like a law firm as they roar out of 4.
Yeah, it does definitely sound and well run. All right, we'll get back to that. Caution is out once again.
Out. There was only 2 yellow flags in the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Legends. And for the LFOD Motors late model stocks, Charles, we only had 2 cautions in both of those. We have now tied that already in the opening laps, and there's the reason why. Ian Martin looking for that first win on the American iRacing League. He's in the fence out of turn 3.
Yeah, gets tagged just a little bit, and that'll send him to the pack. And by the way, Jeremy Little in that 55, his race lasted a very little amount of time as he is done, packed it up in the trailer, and he said, see you later. Unlike the 96, he is not loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
By the way, McDonald's is good. I'll give him that. But if you want the best in the world, you gotta go to Whataburger and order like 3 or 4 orders of fries and just tell them you want like 50 ketchups.
Yes. Oh, yes.
There you go. So if you have a Whataburger near you, order like 3 or 4 orders of large fries and tell them you want like 30 ketchups or 40. It won't make it even 20. Say, do you want 10 regular, 10 spicy?
Wait a minute though. The fries are good, but the burgers are delicious too.
Yeah, but this is just a snack.
This is.
Then you go back later and tell me what the burgers go with the 4 fries.
Oh my goodness, you're a. Oh, can't deal with this anymore.
I mean, that's what we used to do. That once we got lunch access, so we could leave campus. That's what we did. We went to Whataburger and we'd order like 2 or 3 orders of fries and ketchup, and that'd be our lunch.
Yes,
that and a large Coke. Of course, we also went down to the lake in Graham, Texas, and there you could actually get crawfish right out of the lake. So we had
crawfish, daddy and the crawfish.
It was good. I had mussels the other day.
It was mussels, yes.
They were good. It's the first time in my life I've ever had mussels. Usually it's just skin. Okay, no comment from the peanut gallery. I think we've lost Wesley. He has officially said he's done with my crap.
I'm sorry, I'm back. Believe it or not, Charles, you're not going to believe this. Lightning outside in Charlotte as well.
Well,
we're back to green. The thunder roars for the Supers at Five Flags Speedway.
Apparently tonight is just the night of bad weather here for LSRTV. Let's hope Greg's weather is holding up a little bit better, but they are side by side for the lead. Here comes Retzlaff to the outside, almost going to scrape the wall. No, he does. Sparks go flying as he is right there with them. He needs to get to that inside quickly, though, or he's going to lose a lot of ground, as here comes that 51 of Ryan Matthews.
Nice pack of traffic. Those forks nestled tight with one another. They work their way back across start and finish into turn number 1 and 2. McCollum up racetrack is Retzlaff. and they're going to go side by side. Remember, they tied with 2 cautions in the Legends and Late Model Stock race. Now we have 2 yellow flags already in the Supers, and they're bumping and banging for the lead. We got Calamity, and the caution is out. Damn it, I should have kept my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Trumbley and others are crashed out of turn 4.
And it looks like Anthony Guadio going to be involved in this one as well. We'll go back and see exactly what happened, but there were multiple cars beating and banging around here towards the rear of the field. We'll find out exactly who all was involved. Right there goes Guadio around. Oh, 31 gets a piece of it, 98 does. And everyone just kind of having to check up for that one. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, considering, 3 or 4 cars really were involved. So back to what you were saying there, Wesley. Lightning in your state as well? Your city?
Yes. Yes, in Charlotte right now it's lightning.
So, I'm not sure. It's 8 o'clock, so that's 7-6. So Greg, our other announcer for the Northwest Cup Series, is not even off work yet. He, for whatever reason, we always knew Greg was a little, crazy, but he
gets beat up by bus drivers, by kids.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he gets beat up by kids on a bus.
Yeah, he is the bus driver. My apologies.
And he actually applied to work more hours so he could get beat up even more. To be, of course, good money. I don't fault him for that. So he's going to be getting home a little bit later. So he is not even home yet. He may be 6 to 6:30. He could be getting home right about now. But we'll definitely get with him. Hopefully he's having some good weather. If all 3 of us have bad weather, that could spell disaster for a broadcast, but hopefully all works out. I already told Jeff we are going to ride or die. We're going to be here till either we finish the broadcast or we get blown away by winds. One of the 2.
Gonna ride or die, la 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 la. We're gonna ride or die. Sorry, Charles. I had a squirrel moment.
Yeah, I know you keep singing poorly like that, and the die part's going to come first. For the record, we do not hate each other.
25 of 100, about to be a quarter of the way through here. 1/4 of the way. And the lights will go off for the Pace Trucks time by Alex McCollum, Parker Retzlaff, Ryan Matthews, Brett Suggs, David Polins. Your top 5: Jake Perkins, Cody McCauley, Aiden Murray, Rick Spencer Walt, Kyle Meyer. Your top 10. I
do have to say, Wesley, either a big thunder went by or my dog just cut wind. I'm not really sure which one it was. I got to find out it was the wind. So green flag is back out. That was thunder I heard out the window.
He's showing your dog. What's that smell in that office right now, boy? A little funky smell going in there now.
The green flag is yes, it's laughing at us. But Coleman got the lead, and I don't know if Retzlaff's going to be able to do something. If we keep seeing these caution trends, that may keep McCollum out front. We'll just have to keep waiting and see. But McCollum out there, Retzlaff trying to run him down, but this is the most cautions we've seen, and they are duking it now.
Yeah, they are. Look at this. Good hard racing amongst those guys.
Yeah, this is
working the way back around the racetrack.
A hornet's nest back midfield, all the way to the rear of the field. It is just knock-down, drag-out battles going on. Meanwhile, towards the front, a little bit single file, but you do have this one going on, the 62 and the 33 of Polins and McCauley, as they're going to single file that one out. What do you do here? We've seen cautions, Wesley. You're 28 laps into this race. Do you just maybe calm down and go single file for a little bit and see what happens?
I don't know. I mean, it's still early right now, so there's still a lot of racing going on. So we're still in the early going.
Yeah, we are definitely in the early. I don't think we need to be seeing any pushing of issues right now. So we'll go top side with the aerial coverage from the drone one more time. And you can see they're doing that. They're staying single file here at the moment. Until you get back here to about maybe the 77 and the 72. That is Spencer Waltz being scored as the 172 on the car, and Aiden Murray. Those guys, they're maybe not done yet.
Work into the back straightaway. Second coming up on halfway here in about 18 laps, lap 32. And this 100 lap event continues. They work their way back to 1 and 2 with McCollum leading the way. Alex McCollum's lap is there. He's in second. Can he get around Alex? They're 1 and 2 right now. Third, no change in those spots. As Charles, they work their way to the back straightaway. I believe we lost Charles.
Nope, there we go. Nope, then my mic was muted. I was checking out some stuff.
Oh, was it you or me? Was it? I thought you got struck by lightning.
No, my mic was muted. I was checking in on some weather stuff. But I was saying, I implore these guys. That's a big word from me. Implore them. Let's have a good, clean race. Because I just checked radar, and Wesley, when you see red, radar is not good. Red bad. And
red means stop.
Yes, red means go away. We have lots of red coming right at us. We are about to get hammered here in the next 30 to 40 minutes. So, you know, if we can have a nice, clean race, we might be able to finish this one off, take the hit from the storms, and hopefully hang on, not flood or get blown away, and get ready for the Northwest Cup Series. But right now, these guys just are doing exactly what I need them to do, and they need to do. Have a good, clean race and stay single file, and that's what they're doing.
Back to turn number 1 and 2. Out in front, McCollum. Retzlaff. Charles, could we see Retzlaff win this race, bud? When is the time to go? When do you go? When do you send it?
You know, I think he's just going to sit back and bide his time. He knows he can make the pass if he's fast enough. There goes that green cone again. I think with 10 to go, I think he can do it. These cars are a little bit more. You can give someone a little bit of a bump if you need to, and it not be a big issue like it is with the Legends. So I think 10 to go, maybe 5 to go, you make your move to try to get to the lead. And we're coming up on the halfway point. We are 9 laps away from halfway.
All right. And I got one of my friends texting me like crazy right now, like, oh my God, Wesley, there's football on TV right now. Did you know about it? The Spring League. Never heard of it.
There's a Spring League for football?
It's called the Spring League. It's on FS1 right now. I didn't even know about it.
Neither did I, so.
We like football, though. We love football. We love football. We love hockey. Speaking of hockey, is any of your Texas teams in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year?
I don't know. Sure. I couldn't tell you, but I can tell you here's a little battle going on. The battle for the lead, I think, is fizzled out. The lights are going, and these guys are definitely taking their time here, Wesley. They are not in any hurry to make any moves right at the moment. I'll say that, although we do have one. That is the 16 of Dustin Momberket. He's back in 12th place. This is the furthest back we have seen him in quite some time.
All right, so the laps are winding down here. Who's it up on halfway as well? Charles, can you hear me?
Yep, we got you loud and clear.
Discord, my Discord froze up, or I don't know what happened. I'm in the weeds right now. No signal.
Yeah, well, that could be on our end. I just sent you a text there while we're watching this little battle here. We'll try to get Wesley out of the weeds and see if we can figure out why he's in the weeds to begin with. So we are...
oh, my goodness. Wow.
keep in mind that is all moving up. Not to the side, but upwards. Again, we are trying to... do something here. We're gonna try this.
I got disconnected.
Alright, we're trying that. Hopefully our feed is back up for Wesley. We'll definitely be trying, and hopefully it looks good. But meanwhile, the battle for the lead is still underway. So McCollum there, Retzlaff trying to battle with him, and Wesley looking good for you.
No.
Wait, just no. Caution's out either way. This will give us a chance to regroup here. We'll go see what happened real quick. As it's the 96 of David Tremblay. So I will quickly go
it's
through
just
this.
spinning. It's spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning.
Try disconnecting and coming back in. That may be an issue there. While he does that, we'll go look here at the Pulse Poppers instant replay and see what happened. As I believe the storms on his end and my end may be causing some issues here tonight. We apologize for that. Luckily, we made it as far as we did, and right there, the 98 of Ian Martin just collects the 96. Unfortunate there. We'll take a quick little break here. We'll just let you hear the cars and sounds. We're going to see if we can't get some stuff sorted out, and we'll be right back here in just a moment. All right, it looks like Wesley has having some issues as well. But either way, green flag is back out, and we are racing one more time. We'll see if Wesley does make it back here in the next little bit. But again, green flag out, McCollum out to a good start here on the restart. Retzlaff right behind him, followed by Matthew Suggs. Perkins and McCauley still sidling side by side. We'll see how this one all plays out for everyone. And ago, and we're getting reports that Wesley having to reset everything. That is unfortunate. Hopefully he makes it back in time. We are right now 43 laps to go. They're side by side battling for 5th place. McCauley and Perkins are the ones side by side. You got Plins, Murray, and Spencer Walt back there. They're single file for the most part already back in this race, and that is exactly what they need to do. They're just going to bide their time right now, as here comes Retzlaff maybe trying to make a move to the inside of McCollum. McCollum not having any of it. He's going to make that bumper as wide as he can, and he'll do just that going into the corner here. We'll see how it all pans out for McCollum. Can he hold off the number 42 of Retzlaff? Can Retzlaff go 3 for 3 here tonight? Oh, again, Wesley having to have some technical issues. It does happen from time to time. We're both having some bad storms in the area. Lots of lightning and storms in his area. And, of course, bad storms in the area here for the studio as well. Ryan Matthews hanging on to 3rd place right now, but he's got, I believe that is a Rowdy energy drink behind him. That is Brett Suggs in the 133 machine trying to make something happen. Suggs right there on the bottom, and everybody really running the bottom until you go back here to the 33 of David Plants. He's running just a little bit, maybe a lane up. Looks like about a half a lane up from the rest of this field. We'll see if that does work out in his favor. Closing into this race, 37 laps to go here at the moment, as McCollum has led most of this race, and nobody going down pit road. You don't need to here in this 100 lap adventure. We'll see a little bit further deep in this field. Again, we're keeping an eye on everybody in this field. And the biggest battle, honestly, is way back here between Anthony Guadio and Kyle Meyer. Deep in the field in the around 19th position, 19th, 20th, and 21st. That is the closest battle on track right now. As this starts to fade out, we'll jump a little bit higher up to Eric Jones, Ian Martin, and Alex Rudolph. These guys putting on a good little battle back here in 15th position. But again, the front of the field, while they are pretty close together, they're not really side by side. They're not putting on much of a battle at the moment. Do apologize there, but I had a little hiccup as we go a few spots higher to a 9th. Mombercat +4 on this race, doing a fantastic job working his way up, just not quite where he would like to be, I'm sure, as he will continue to try and fight and claw his way up. Your biggest mover of the night actually is Tyler Payne, +8 spots. He's mired back in 13th position, had 2 good runs in the Legends and the late models that didn't net him the finishes he wanted, I'm sure. And tonight here in the super late models, a little further back in that Reaper Speed Labs number 18 machine, looking good with that neon safety yellow numbers on it. As we go to the front, it is Matthews and Retzlaff that are up front. Then you have Matthews and Suggs putting on a nice little battle, and you also have McCollum and Retzlaff bumper to bumper here at the moment. And that is a good show indeed. And unfortunately, we still do not have Wesley back with us yet. 30 laps to go here. That's all that remains. And your third and final race under caution is out. And it is going to be Eric Jones tangled up in this one. We go back and take a quick look here for your Pulse Poppers instant replay. Again, it's nice and sunny out in a lot of places. It was around 85 degrees here in Texas. They get you a Pulse Popper fishing lure and get out to the lake when you can on the weekend, or if you're retired, go during the week. It works just as good, but get you a Pulse Poppers. And you know, right there, you see the contact between the 11 and I'm not sure who that is. Take a look, as that's a 48. Got some scuff marks on the number, so hard to tell exactly who it is, but contact was made between those two drivers. And Tyler Payne gonna bring it down at pit road. He was not involved in that caution, So very interesting to see him going down pit road, but he is going to do so. We'll see if he makes it back out onto the track. And there you see the 11 coming down. No surprise there, as he was involved in that caution. And right now we are currently on lap number 73, 28 laps to go. Again, we are hopeful we will get this race in before the storms roll in here to the studio. We are keeping a very, very close eye on the radar here in the studio, and we got some bad storms rolling in, and they will be rolling in throughout the night. So we're hoping we can get this one in here before these storms come in, and then the next round that's coming in will come in a little bit later, is what we're hoping anyway. We'll have the first wave coming while we're in a break there for about an hour or so, hour and a half, and then the second one will come in after the race is over. That is the best case scenario. That's what we're hoping for anyway, and that everything stays good. But we are running right now 25 laps to go. We'll see if Wesley's able to make it back with us, but right now he's not looking good for that, as he too having some issues on the side of internet and PC issues. So when it rains, it pours, especially during storm season here in the state of Texas, although he is well in North Carolina. But forget that, green flag is back out, and we are racing one more time here tonight, and it's going to be a good battle side by side. Retzlaff may be ready to make his move here with less than 25 laps to go in the race, as we'll let you know there. Let's switch that up to, there you go, 23 laps to go. That's all that remains here in tonight's main event. I would say the feature race. Retzlaff, McCollum have been the stars of this show. McCollum leading every lap so far, but now Retzlaff is going to take that away. Matthews, McCauley, and Suggs trying to have something to say about it as well, as we'll wait and see if that is the case. But Retzlaff is your new race leader. Just a handful of laps do remain, and again, unfortunately, it looks like Wesley may be done here tonight, or at least for the remainder of this race. We'll give him time to get his stuff sat back up. Hopefully, be back for the Northwest Cup Series here in just a little bit. Retzlaff out front, McCollum, Matthews, Suggs, and McCauley. You're going to be your top 5 drivers. Retzlaff again took that lead just a few laps ago. He has not had it this whole time, but he is looking to go 3-4-3 here in tonight's racing action, and he's doing a fine job of it. He's just going to hang on and hope for a caution not to come out. Again, that is to not come out, as I think he's got this one in the bags if he does. We'll just keep an eye on that. We're going to keep an eye a little further back here as well. You can see single file, but they are bumper to bumper to bumper, several deep, and you go further deep in this field. We'll give these guys some love too. John Olet back here, Alex Rudolph, Cody Knott back here with Pulled Poppers, Mario Ercolani back here as well. These guys in the 41 machine, they may be deep in the field, but they're putting on a heck of a show for you if you get the chance to view it, and that's what we're giving that shot right now. We want to give a love to these guys as well, as this battle still ensues up front here with 16 laps to go. Again, going to be coming up on 15 laps to go. We'll see. Again, it looks like Wesley has been done for the day. We'll keep an eye and let you know what happens going into it, but they're side by side for the battle for the lead. McCollum to the inside, followed by Retzlaff. Retzlaff on the outside. He's still the leader, but McCollum wants to make that bumper extra wide and see if he can bump him just a little bit. Don't want to wreck him. It'll give him the chrome horn if he needs to. Retzlaff doing everything he can, making that back bumper wide and not very pass-worthy. As he does, he hangs on to it. Retzlaff still your leader by 0.183 seconds. Coming to the line, 13 laps to go this time by. It has been all McCollum until these last 10 laps, 15 laps, and since that caution, Retzlaff got the lead. Again, if you haven't been watching all night, you definitely want to pay attention to that 42 machine of Retzlaff. He got the win in the Legends. He got the win in the late models, and now he is looking to get the win here and sweep the race here for the American iRacing League. Monday night racing, so we'll see as he gets a little bit of loose there. McCollum trying to capitalize off of McCollum to the inside. Can he make it stick? No, he has to back off. He doesn't want to collect all three of them, and then three of them, including Matthews, probably even Suggs and McCauley, had they got together, would have wiped out the front of the field. So good job by McCollum to not get into Retzlaff when Retzlaff got a little bit loose there, as we are 10 laps to go here in this final race of the night for the AIRL. Oh, can McCollum get by Retzlaff and take the win? We'll find out here momentarily, as we'll see. McCollum going to go to the inside one more time, and every time he does that, he gets that 42 a little bit loose. He doesn't touch him. He almost gave him a shot in the shorts there in that back quarter handle that time high. With 8 laps left in this race, McCollum doing everything in his power to try to make it happen here in this final race of the night, to be the upset and to stop that 42 Retzlaff from going 3-for-3 here tonight at Five Flags, a very iconic racetrack, of course. The Snowball Derby held here every year. Well, he's going to try to make that upset happen. It's coming up on, there it is, 6 laps to go. Going to be 5 laps to go. Keep in mind, if we hit this 5 laps to go, if the caution comes out, we will go into overtime with a green, white, checkered. And there it is, 5 laps to go. This is the point of no return, as I like to refer to it as if we get into it, it is overtime time. And we'll see Ryan Matthews back there in the number 51. He's going to try to make something happen if he can as well, as you could throw a blanket over the top, probably 10 cars. And McCollum going to go to the inside one more time. McCollum trying to make something, if anything, he can happen. He's right there on the inside, and he's having to hold off just a little bit not to get into Retzlaff. 3 laps to go. Again, he when he backs off a little bit to try to get into the 42's panel, that's what cost him a shot at the lead. If he was to bump him, he would take it, but it'd bring out a caution and it would default back to the 42 most likely. And we'll see if they let him have a spot back, but it is now 2 laps to go here in the final race of the night. Coming up to the white flag in your CRN, 1 to go. Unfortunately, Wesley not here from CRN, as there you see the 42 get a little bit of a wiggle, and it's not going to matter. It is 1 lap to go, your CRN, 1 to go here tonight with the white flag in the air. Officially, this race cannot end any other way than the checkered flag, and it is all about Parker Retzlaff now going 3-for-3. And they're wrecking everywhere behind him, but it's not going to matter. Retzlaff picks it up 3-for-3. And there you go. A little shot from the 20 of McCollum. We'll see if that was just a little friendly thing, or if maybe a little bit of aggression being taken out there. We'll definitely find out here momentarily. We'll take a quick look at your results on the screen. It's going to be Parker Retzlaff getting the win by 0.299 seconds over Alex McCollum, followed up by Ryan Matthews. We'll be talking to those top 3 here in just a few moments. followed by David Polin's Dustin Mombercat. Rebounds there for a good finish after starting the wheel back in the field. Rick Spenswald, followed by Ian Martin, Carson and Nagy, Anthony Guadio, John Olette, and then 11th through 20th going to be Jake Perkins, Scott Finke, Alex Rudolph, Mario Ercolani, Aiden Murray, Cody Knotts in the 16th position, Brett Suggs, Cody McCauley, David Tremley, Kyle Meyer going to be in 20th position. In 21st, going to be Eric Jones, followed by Daniel Folds, Tyler Payne, Jeremy Little, and Kel Seaman, and of course Ryan Campbell going to be your race control, not starting this race here tonight. That, of course, will do it for your unofficial race results. We'll step away real quick. When we come back, we'll talk to those top 3 drivers, as we'll talk to Ryan Matthews, Alex McColl, and Parker Retzlaff.
So finally, I am back in reality here after a weather delay in Charlotte, knocking me offline, resetting everything, and coming back. And since Lanier, we have a sweep of the races for the American iRacing League. Parker Retzlaff has done it. Alex McCollum will be the runner-up. Ryan Matthews third. And we'll talk to them, and we're going to wrap it up very, very quickly because I know there's a lot more severe weather, not just in my area, but also in Charles' area, because Charles, I was actually, while I was rebooting everything, was taking a look at this spring football league, and they're actually got a football game going on in Texas as we speak in Houston. And I don't know how far Houston is for you, but anyhow, they are getting hit by a massive weather delay, and because of that, it delayed the start of the football game. So, nonetheless, we will talk to Ryan Matthews, LeDuc Matthews Racing Entry. All right, Ryan, finishing third on the podium again for another race for the Supers.
Yeah, we had a good run going. Qualified third and pretty much were there the whole time, and just couldn't really do anything. Alex and Parker were just battling it out the last 15, 20 laps. So I was just kind of riding and just letting them sort it out. But, we had a good run, and appreciate Tyler Payne and everybody that puts this league on, and obviously y'all for broadcasting.
All right, man. Well, listen, Five Flags Play, believe it or not, this is a track you've really actually done well at before, like on a lot of other SARA events, some other races you've run. Do you take those setups that you've had from the past to put it towards tonight's race to get on the podium?
Well, this league's fixed setup, so we're all on the same stuff, but obviously the driving style and all that comes into play, and so I try and take what I learned from those races and put it into play in this league, and it worked out a little bit. I definitely think we had a car to win there the last 25, 30 laps, but they're just battling it out, and I didn't want to get in the way of that.
And sounds like there's definitely a little heat there as well during post-race. We'll talk to both drivers here in a minute. But Parker, before we let you go, sponsors on the 51, you'll finish in third in Pensacola.
Yeah, I got to thank Devin Morgan, Mom Barbecue, Bar and Grill, S&M Auto Service, Denise Matthews Real Estate, James River Nurseries, Pembleton Forest Products, RAM Concrete and Seal Coating, just all of them for all the help in my real life and iRacing side of racing.
Okay, thanks so much. That's again number 51, Ryan Matthews. He will finish in the number 3 position. All right, so Alex McCollum from New Jersey, the runner-up in the race. He will finish second. He led a majority of this thing, almost 85 laps or so to the finish, and then Parker Retzlaff got around him. Alex, you're second, but you are a little frustrated about the way things went down. What's your take of the race here?
Yeah, it was a pretty good race when we got that long green flag run. The gearing was pretty off. If you made a mistake, it'll cost you almost a half tenth. So. And your line was pretty good. The outside came in pretty late there. I probably should have picked outs on the restart, but when Tretzov got around me, he kept hitting the brake like he always does. He does it in every other league. But nothing new with him. I'll just know how to race him next time if I have to, take care of business, but we'll see how it goes on.
So do you feel like maybe iRacing or the powers that be in the series to look at a possibility of trying to stop this brake checking, or if you think he brake checked, do you think there could be something that could be made as a penalty if you're found guilty of doing that? You get a penalty, you go to the back, you lose the lead, you lose your position. What's your take on that? And for people that might not know what brake checking is, what is brake checking, Alex?
It's when you're out front and you brake somebody so they can't get underneath of you, so you hit the back of him and kills your momentum. He does it in every league, so it's nothing new with him, but overall it was a pretty good race, but I just know for next time.
All right, man, before we let you go, second place, that's not bad. On the podium here, thank your sponsors.
McCall Manufacturing and 09 Motorsports.
All right, that's Alex McCollum. He will finish in the number 2 position, and now we, since Lanier, no other driver's done it, and it's the same driver that does it again. 3 wins in 3 races like Lanier here tonight as well at Pensacola at Five Flags Speedway. Parker Retzlaff did it in fine fashion in the CMO Screen Printing and Supply Incorporated Legends race. He dominated in the late model stock race presented by LFOD Motorsports as well. But this one's got a little bit of controversy, but I kept saying before I got knocked offline due to the weather in Charlotte, Charles, that Parker, you were literally going to have to wait for that right time to make that move. When do you go? Obviously, 40 laps, 60 laps, 100 laps, you have more distance. People wearing out tires. What's your take of what happened? And to get the win, brake checking, controversial, just racing or not. Congratulations on your third double sweep in the season.
Yeah, thank you. I think the race was good. There's some people unhappy with the finish, and other people think it's funny. So I passed him clean on the top, and he repeatedly drove through me every corner. So, and then I would slow down, so he couldn't just keep driving through me like everyone does. But he obviously didn't see it that way, and
so you kind of have a different you have a different of opinion than what he's saying, basically.
I mean, I was getting jacked up, so I wasn't going to hit the gas while he was lifting me off the ground to make me not go. So, yeah, he might be upset that he lost the race, but I passed him without touching him, so.
So, moving into the rest of the season or other races, are you going to fear McCollum being around you? Do you fear like there might be payback, or?
There ain't nothing to get payback for. I didn't touch him. He drove through me.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, man, listen, let's go back to the win. What does it mean to you for the American iRacing League to sweep for the second time this year, just like Lanier here at Pensacola, all 3 races?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all the races have been really good. They were all clean tonight. There wasn't a lot of contact, and there wasn't a lot of contact in this race until the last 15 laps. I never touched him the entire race, never did anything to him. But I'm having fun with the league. Tyler's putting on a great league. Everything's going good.
All right, buddy, before I let you go, man, I know we've done this routine all night and for several times this year. Thank your sponsors and congratulations, man.
I have to thank Ponzi, EcoTrax, Iron Horse Loggers, Logwood for Kids, you guys for putting this whole thing on, my parents for all they do for supporting me, everyone that watches my races every week, and Tyler for putting the whole thing on.
All right, buddy, there's Parker Retzlaff, Rhinelander, Wisconsin. He picks up the win. Charles, I know we're going to get off the air here because I know the weather is not nice in your area, neither in mine. I apologize for having you cover the last, 70 laps of the race finish. But anyhow, what is your take of this Retzlaff-McCollum battle and the finish and the outcome? And is it brake checking? Is it race and win? You're a Graham Pumbaa connoisseur of esports. What's your take on the finish and your closing thoughts?
Hey, I like any sort of a little bit of drama is going to draw fans, so make sure if you are here tonight watching, tune in next week. You never know what's going to happen. I know when they started getting after it there, which side you're looking at, to which side you take. I don't really take either side, but the bulbs were flashing in the stands virtually, so obviously the fans here thought it was good. So you just have to tune in next week and see how it goes down.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you very much. He's Charles Wooten. Thank you again to Tyler Payne. Follow the American iRacing League on social media. As always, at American iRacing League on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Look them up. And, of course, at LSRTV. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports, LiveSimRacing.com, and we are CRN.com. We get ready for round number 9 next Monday night. It should be a good one. 7 p.m. Eastern, down to the penultimate race of the season as well. For Jeff Stabnow and everybody at Rocket Media, for Charles Wooten, I'm Wesley Outland. Thank you for joining us for coverage of the American iRacing League here from in virtual Pensacola. Kid, join us later tonight. Greg Rentz and myself for the call of the Northwest iRacing Cup Series from Kansas, presented by the, of course, exciting folks. And we will have that for you. We're going to have just an awesome turnout. Hermiston, Buick, Jeep, GMC, Dodge, all those people that are there. We want you to be a part of it. It's going to be a good one. Got a new title sponsor with that program. And again, we are going to have that at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific tonight. Coming up. Your take of McCollum, Retzlaff, comment in the chat box, social media. We thank you for watching. Round 9 should be interesting, and we will have it next Monday night. Be good to one another, and thank you for watching.